Broward Sheriff's Office, as well as citizens of Broward County, thank him for his 30 years of service and wish him a long and healthy retirement. Jay is on duty at Station 6, where you may wish him well. All units resume normal operations. Use of Firecom clear in 2 hours.
Good luck, Big J! Good luck, Johnny!
I have no ambition in this world but one, and that is to be a fireman. The position may, in the eyes of some, appear to be a lowly one. But we know how the work which a fireman has to do, believe that this is a noble calling. Our proudest moment is to save lives. Under the impulse of such thoughts, the nobility of the occupation thrills us and stimulates us to deeds of daring and even supreme sacrifice. This is a caption of a speech that was delivered by the Chief of the Department of the City of New York back in 1910. These words, as it did back then, conjure up honor, pride, and tradition. In this institution we call the Fire Service. We are here today to celebrate the retirement of Driver Engineer Jay Zapack. For 30 years he has kept the residents and visitors of Broward County safe, and now we return him to his family, no less for wear. As a point of personal privilege, I would like to recognize the family of Driver Engineer Zapack, his father and mother, John and Dorothy, his wife Diane, and his grandson Derek. Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing him with us. I'd also like to thank the members of command staff, Chief Anthony Stravino, Deputy Chief Porcella, Chief Ransom, to start everything off, and also Deputy Director Glenn Wilshire from Port Everglades Administration. I'd like to start the ceremony by going ahead and doing a retirement badge presentation. Chief Porcella. To present you with your helmet that you've worn so proudly and diligently over the years is Assistant Chief Tim Keith. To present you with the American flag, Chief Anthony Stravino.
All uniform personnel, Lieutenant Chun, flag team on your command. Ready to roll.
Port Everglades Administration, Deputy Director Glenn Wilshire. John Jay Zapack began his career in 1981 as a volunteer firefighter for the Davie Fire Rescue and joined the Ravenswood Griffin Volunteer Fire District in 1983 when they merged and became Broward Fire Department. Jay continued to serve as a firefighter and was stationed throughout the county, but primarily had assignments in Bonaventure before it became the city of Weston, and at Station 21 in Pompano. Jay came to Port Everglades in 2001 as a firefighter and was promoted to driver engineer in 2005. He has remained in Port Everglades ever since. To give some reflections is your previous district chief, assistant chief retired, John Shelnick. Everybody can sit. Sorry.
Don't worry, they're big letters. It's not a lot. All right, first I'd like to take a moment to recognize Diane. It's how wonderful it is to see you again. I used to love working with you out at the station, and it's great seeing you. Thank you. Honesty, competency, cautious, researcher, and quiet. Those are the terms that I would use to describe Jay. Jay, I want to first thank you for being an incredible driver and for helping to make me a better officer when I was on the street and a better chief when I was here in the fort. It's funny, throughout the years that I worked with you, I always knew when you came in and said, "Hey, do you got a minute?" It was going to be followed by either a short but succinct venting about the 12-inch hose, a professional but stern opinion about either my approach or my methodologies, or an idea about how we could fix something. During my years here, and the many captain's office and classroom discussions that I led on the 12-inch project, JRCs, foam operations, etc., I knew that I could count on a few things. First, Jay would be in the back of the room. Second, Jay would roll his eyes on the way out of the classroom or the captain's office. And third, he would go to his office, pull out all of his manuals that he had in his room there, and he would research everything I said to make sure it was exactly right. If it didn't, or something didn't add up, he would come in and he would bring it to my attention, and we would work through it. Sometimes I thought, Jay, that you thought you were an imposition, but quite frankly, they were some of the best days and best discussions that I've had on the job, so thank you. So congratulations on your retirement. You're an exemplary firefighter, and I'm proud to have worked with you and to have called you my friend. Thanks for letting me talk you into this ceremony for your family, and sorry I bought such a tall truck. Now go enjoy your time with your family and grandkids. Thank you.
Battalion Chief Ray Bryan.
Good morning. I had the privilege to work with Jay Zapack, driver engineer, for several years. And it's a good thing because it's taken me a majority of those years to figure Jay out. I wish I had more time to work with you, Jay, but this is what I know about you so far. Driver engineer Zapack is actually a pirate who has been known to respond to orders with an R. You can tell when Jay is at the station by the sounds of coyote calls as he prepares for his next chapter of his life, being a professional coyote hunter. And fried foods don't agree with Jay. But seriously, in addition to these random facts that you get to know about somebody when you work with them a third of your life, here's what I truly know about you, Jay. You're an excellent driver. Your talent and your intimate knowledge of the fire trucks has given us all safety as you transport us to emergency scenes. That you take your job seriously, and I can personally attest to your dedication and your commitment to this job. On behalf of B-Shift, I want to thank you for being willing to step up when we had the fireboat and taking on additional responsibilities. It's been an honor to serve as your battalion chief. You'll always be a part of our Port Everglades family, and I wish you a long and healthy retirement. Good job, Jay.
Captain Vince Rodas.
Good morning. Jay came over at 12 years here in the port, and Jay recently came over to our shift, B shift, about a year and a half ago. He became a free agent, and we offered him a very lucrative signing contract to come over with us, and he accepted. I was very excited when you did come over to our shift. We've been hit very hard with attrition in our driver's rank, and as soon as Jay came over here, on top of all the apparatus and the added responsibilities we have at the port, Jay was very instrumental in training the new float drivers and the people that were going to step up and replace or try to replace him in his expertise. You were a very instrumental instructor. Your demeanor, people really received you well in your low-key demeanor, and I think that went a long way for people. They like to learn from you, and I can speak on behalf of our crew on B shift. You're going to be very missed, but we're very happy for you that you go in the next chapter of your life with Diane, and we wish you the best. And it was an honor to work with you.
Jay, we have a couple more things for you. I'm going to have Battalion Chief Bryant and Captain Rodas go ahead and present you with life-size, it's a life-size portrait of you. Couldn't resist.
On behalf of our family, Jay, and very much special thanks to Chief Nugent for preparing this for you. It's our honor to be the ones giving this to you right now. Congratulations.
Jay, thank you so much for being instrumental here at Station 6. When I came here and I saw what you were doing for the young drivers, it simply amazed me. I sat there, I watched you many a days, and I think I sat over there and watched you as you're talking to the new folks. You know how special, and we had this discussion, that succession planning is in the fire industry. We are losing top-class professional firefighters every day, and thank you so much for the work that you do to bring the next generation up. In grateful appreciation to your 30 years of dedicated and professional service to the residents and visitors of Broward County and to the men and women of the Broward Sheriff's Office, Department of Fire Rescue, I'd like you to present you with this small token. When a man becomes a fireman, his greatest act of bravery has been accomplished. What he does after that is all in the line of work. Thank you.
Well, first off, I want to thank Chief Trevino and the command staff for being here today, and all my friends and coworkers, my family, my wife Diane, my father John, my mother. Sorry, that a little slip there. My wife Dorothy, all right, here we go again. My mother Dorothy, my grandson Derek, his friend Eric, and my grandson Kyle that couldn't be here today. My experience with the fire service has been a lot like buying a boat. The happiest day is the day you get hired, and the next happiest day is the day you retire, but you sure have a lot of fun in between, and it's certainly been that way for me here. Once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out, the Honor Guard, the Black Pearl Band, and all my friends and family that are here. Thank you.
As we approach the end of this formal portion of the retirement of Jay Zapack, I'd like to extend an opportunity for everybody to continue celebration with a little fellowship in the classroom. It's an Irish blessing for you, Jay. May you always have work for your hands to do. May your pockets hold a coin or two. May the sun shine bright on your window pane. May the rainbow be certain to follow each rain. May the hand of a friend always be near you, and may God fill your heart with gladness to cheer you.
All uniformed personnel, attention! Light Major, on your command. Honor guard, dismiss.
Congratulations.